Although we can't go orienteering with games at the Hub, we still have lots of ideas for how you can try some orienteering at home. So what do we need to go orienteering? We need a map showing the area and where we need to go. But what is a map? It's simply a picture of the real world but drawn on paper. It uses colours and symbols to represent the things in the real world, and it's drawn as if you're looking down from above, so you can imagine you're a bird flying over looking down. If we look at orienteering maps, they can look really complicated with lots of detail, such as this map of Camo. However, we can orienteer anyway with all sorts of maps. We can orienteer at our school with a map of our school, at our home with a map of our house, in our garden with a map of our garden. So let's look at drawing our own maps. To do this, we need to think about what different shapes look like from above. For example, what would this box look like if we were to look at it from above? That's right, it would look like a rectangle. What about this tube or cylinder? That's right, it would look like a circle. But what if we turn it on its side? It now looks like a rectangle. And what about the cone from above? It will simply look like a circle. Even a much more complicated shape like a house will still just look like a rectangle from above. Some items, however, might be easier to show with a symbol. For example, use a circle to show a tree or a special line pattern for a fence. You can make up your own symbols, but your map will need a key to tell others what the symbols mean. For example, let's look at drawing a map of our town. What do we need to remember? We need to think about what things look like from above. We need to use symbols. We need to add a key to tell others what the colours and symbols mean. And we need to only map things which are always there and not moving. So no cars or dogs or cats. So let's go back to our town and imagine we are flying over looking down. All the houses are rectangles and we can see the lines on the road. So we can now draw everything that we can see looking down from above. Then we can convert this into a map. Although the houses and shop and school may be different colours in real life, we can simply map them all as buildings. We've also included a key to show what all the colours and symbols mean. There should be no writing on your map other than the key. Your first challenge activity is to draw a map of somewhere you know well. It could be your bedroom, another room in your house, your garden, a local park, part of your school playground. You choose and draw your own map. You can see here an example of a map of my garden. We can now use this map to go orienteering. To do this, we need to add a course to show where we have to go. The course shows the places we are to go and the order we have to go to them. The places to visit are called controls. We mark the course on the map using a triangle for the start, a circle for each control, and a double circle or donut shape for the finish. The controls are then numbered on the map in the order in which they must be visited, and they are joined by straight lines in this sequence. The straight lines simply link the controls together in order. We don't necessarily need to follow this straight line. We can take any route that we want. Now we can go back to our town and plan a course. We'll start at the blue house, go to the tree in the park, then the shop, then the school, and finish at the yellow house. We can then draw this on our map using the proper symbols. The start triangle at the blue house, control 1 at the tree, control 2 at the shop, control 3 at the school, and the finish at the yellow house. But when we get to where it shows on the map, how do we know if we have really come to the correct place? We need to put markers out to show where the controls are in real life. We traditionally use orienteering kites, which have white and orange triangle. However, you can make your own controls out of anything. You could draw them or fold them to make origami kites, or use milk bottles, or even just stones or toys or pictures. You can use anything you want. We can now put the controls out in the town, as well as showing them on the map. Now you're ready for the next part of your activity. Take your map which you have drawn and mark a course on it. Put out some markers and get someone else in your family to ground your course. See if they can draw a course for you to do. Have fun and please share your maps and courses with us.